Hey folks, I'm MysteriousJG and welcome back to Let's Play Secret of Evermore. Yeah, you guys thought I'd forgotten about this, didn't you? Well, hopefully not all of you have forgotten, and maybe somebody will remain, as I tried to break Electrical Beast's record for longest pause before completing whichever Super Mario Brothers game it was that uh, suddenly got tons and tons of views because Resupre made fun of the second to last episode of it. But no, I could give you a whole long spiel about how crazy busy things have been at work and how that situation hasn't really resolved itself yet, but I've forced myself to find a little time to just play a little bit of Secret of Evermore. And I could give you a big explanation, but you'd probably rather I just get back to the game because we're within a video, maybe two, of finishing this thing. I'm thinking two, because I intend to showcase the optional boss. It's possible that some of the hints we get talking to cleaning robots and whatever, if you're a sharp-eyed viewer, maybe they gave away some color sequence that we should be using. But in fact, there's a secret code. Some facts say it's randomly generated every game, another fact just flat out says what it is, and it seems to work for me. Now, if you do a code that I think you can get from talking to, paying attention and getting little hints in Omnitopia, you can avoid some fights in the security corridor. But you can also put in the code 3, 2, 1, contact. And this thing up here, oh, wait a second. Didn't it just say... Oh, you know what? I think I already... I think on this save I had already found it. So maybe it isn't always 3, 2, 1. I think it depends. Because there's a big thing here that says lock. I think what I actually did, and this was weeks ago, weeks and weeks ago, I think off screen I put in just codes at random until something finally worked. And I don't really feel like doing that in front of you, unless I don't think you probably want to sit through that. Although I suppose it doesn't take too long. 1, 1, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 2. I mean, you could do this. There's only 3 buttons. 1, 2, 3. 1, 3, 1. This is what you have to do to actually get this. Systematically. Now I'm curious what the animation looks like when that wall changes. I think I've already kind of messed up my pattern too. You want 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 3. Then you would do 2, 2, 1, which I might have already done. 2, 2, 2. No, well, that's what it is anyway. See, if we had just loaded state, you wouldn't have seen this exciting animation. Anyway, so this lock opens and you come into this room here. And you're like, oh crap, man. There's some pretty scary music playing. Well, I got 29 shots of Sting and not a lot of shots of firepower, and this could get rough. Come into this room and there's these monitors. Oh, there's a face. There's a face. This thing likes shooting magic around, huh? Well, shoot part of particle bombs because I feel like something's happening where it says times 30, but I was playing off screen and it actually seems to be infinite for some reason. I also feel like I'm getting into a lot of trouble early. Oh, but I can't remember if it's cure or heal in this game that gives you hit points. I think it's heal, the inverse of Final Fantasy lands. I'm trying to save magic because this guy is an optional boss. He's not the real boss of this zone. Maybe we should have our defense up and a bunch of other spells that we never bother to use. What the hell went on there with the healing? This is a very confusing fight. Now, I haven't played this game in a while, so that's not helping. I played this off screen because for some reason I finished my last video like a freaking month or two ago and just didn't stop playing, but did stop recording and played a bit further, and I didn't remember this being that difficult, but the fact that I haven't played the game in a long time is probably not helping. Well, the dog is dead. We gotta figure out a way to beat this frickin' fight that comes after this, too. Defend is worn off, and my commentary is also worn off. Dang. Okay, so I'm pretty rusty, it looks like. Let's try this again, starting with actual, let's actually start the boy off, Ray Chesney, with full health here. And maybe I'll just, I'll bite the bullet and I'll go restock, formulas after this and just go full out with using our alchemy here. There's also a speed spell that we could be using. So the shield has come down. Oh, our dog can actually see it before it appears, which is handy. Although it appears there's multiple faces. Well, this will certainly kill it faster than those little 100 hits of pop, 100 points of pop I was getting from the bazooka. Yeah, leveling up Sting has really helped me. He's definitely NWO Sting and not Surfer Sting. Although I actually prefer Surfer Sting, so I don't know what I'm getting at with that. So either I'm going to have to beat the final boss with very little magic, or I'm going to need to go back and get more vinegar just for the last fight, which I feel a little silly, but because you don't have to beat this boss at all. But I just did. And that goes to show you, you need to use alchemy, especially when you're me, because I'm not good enough to do it without alchemy. I got 2,000 credits. Oh. There are two of them, and one of them is still fighting. I was thinking that seemed like a pretty paltry reward. Alright, Faces of Fear. Both Faces of Fear gone. 2,000 more credits. We do the victory pose. That's going to be about it for rewards, though. Oh, we got 30 particle bombs. So now I'm up to 80, even though it didn't really seem like the ammunition changed. Like, as I was firing it, it didn't seem like anything much was happening. Although I did manage to potentially waste one in order to get back to this screen. Alright, let's save on a different slot. We're only 11 minutes in. That optional boss isn't really enough to make its own video, so... God, I hate these things. They're just a huge pain in the ass to kill. Come on, dog, we were supposed to team up and stun lock him. Oh, I reached another level and got 1,000 credits. That was kind of a good use of our time. Is this where we need to be going next? Turned off the lights in the storage room. Is that what this is? I guess I was going to check a fact on whether there was a reason to turn the lights on or off here, but I don't think I care. I think I did everything I needed to do in the storage room. I think we need to be over here now. I don't remember the layout very well, as you've probably gathered. Oh, nice combo damage. See, 1,000 credits doesn't mean a whole lot, because I'm never going to go back anywhere to shop. Oh, crap, but am I going around in circles here? Yeah. So I don't remember the layout very well. That might stretch this into a full-length video. Unless this is a security tunnel. I think I'm on the right track. I guess I'm going to try to power through without going back for ingredients, just because that would extend the LP at this point. I feel like I'm one long video away from actually finishing this thing. This battle, I believe, is avoidable if you put in the right combination. Did not. See, this sure seems like a treasure chest, but... If it gets us to the greenhouse, we're on the right track. There's the greenhouse over here. I feel like I vaguely remember the map, and at some point you're circling in towards the center. Got 1,000 credits. That's basically when I know I finished the damn thing off. Here we go. This is the greenhouse. So, after a big, long wait, I'm making a little progress here. Because, yes, the not terribly convoluted puzzle solution for the invincible murder plants in the greenhouse is if you shut off the lights, they become dormant. It's kind of annoying that you can get so close to finishing this without doing that, because as you guys saw in previous videos, it leads to all sorts of experimentation of figuring out, ooh, is there a way to do it without doing this? And there isn't. I got cryoblast projectiles, which do 800 damage. Well, I got 30 of them, but since I believe we are about to enter the last area of the game, there's really no reason not to use them. Whether I'm going to finish in one video or not is not quite ready to be seen yet. Can I not have one of these guys blocking the path? Let's just see what it would be like if I didn't have one of those guys blocking the path. No, we don't get to have nice things. Still says 30. I don't know what if there's a glitch or what, but it looks like I've got infinite ammo. Maybe one of the 8 billion weird trade items I've got is maybe if you've got 3 annihilation amulets and 99 rice and some spoons in your inventory, you don't use ammo. Or maybe I really don't know how ammo works. Well, hey, friend, I feel like I saw you at the beginning of the game. You're Professor Ruffleberg, aren't you?
Why, yes. And you're Ray Chesney. I've been watching you through the monitors. For some reason, I'm not German like you'd think most scientists would be in these games. You're quite an adventurer. You have the same spirit that inspired me to create this world. The spirit needed to destroy all monsters. Of course, that was many years ago. Now everything is out of whack, and Carltron is on the loose.
Carltron?
He's the big guy in the tuxedo who showed me the door. Why, yes, Carltron is an automated servant. I believe I'm reading some of your lines, young man, or at least he was. I constructed Carltron in order to do the household chores. You know, tidy up, greet guests, pay the bills, let the cat out, clean the gutters. And I made him smart so that he could play chess and give me a run for my money. But as the years wore on, Carltron got tired of being a servant.
Well, imagine. You know, I'm not sure I totally approve of Carltron's method of making evil robot copies of people and trying to destroy this world, but if that's what he's doing, it's not very clear what Carltron's plan is. But yeah, the fact that you built him to be a servant, maybe he's not cool with that.
You decided to turn the tables and take over. First he sabotaged the experiment. That left us all stranded in this world of our imaginations. Oh man, did I make horrors have the same voice? It's been so long since I played, I don't even remember. Then he schemed and schemed and schemed until he finally made his move. I guess just to be on the safe side, if we go German, although. We used this machine of mine to come to Evermore. And when Carltron took over, he used it to threaten the lives of my friends. But really, Ruffleberg? I suppose I could be,
Oh, no, now I'm tempted to do like a Zoidberg voice. Oy. I'm gonna get in trouble if I do the stereotypical I mean, I call it the Zoidberg voice, but it's pretty obvious what stereotype he is. Caltron's an insidious mechaloid, quite mean indeed. He said he'd destroy the planet if I didn't make robot clones of my friends. And with these clones leading the lands of Evermore, Caltron would be in control. But thanks to you, Caltron has been thwarted at every turn. Now he has retreated to a chamber in the center of Omnitopia. Of course, he's probably hatching another evil plan as we speak. Oy vey. I'm Jewish, you see. That's why the voice. It's clearly totally authentic. If we can help you stop this guy once and for all, can you help us get back to Podunk?
Yes, by all means. In fact, if Caltron can be controlled, the rest of us will return to Podunk as well. I've changed accents again.
Let's do it. Let's fall in love.
There's a special item on Evermore that is the key to entering Caltron's chamber. The item is an energy core at the base of the chessboard. If you can retrieve this device, you'll be able to confront Caltron and stop him. I'll give you access to the core from my control board.
Oh, great. So we do have to go back to the surface now. Oh, wow. Okay, our robot dog is attempting to kill that cat with lasers.
You'll find a hatch that leads to the escape pod in the next room. You can use the pod to return to Evermore and get to the core.
Before you go, let me give you a special alchemy formula. If you have a meteorite and dry ice, the formula will create a call bead. It's way too late in the game for that to be useful, though. Yeah, I don't really care. Increments call bead max. If you need my help, toss a call bead to the ground and I'll be there. Would you like for me to record the progress? Not right now. Cauldron's a hidden chamber. Alright, so I guess we're not actually going to finish the game in this video because I kind of forgot that the game is going to force us to make a return trip. And I think we have to fight our way all the way through Omnitopia again when we come back, because I think we end up at the same place. Not positive, though. We got the laser lance. It's way too late in the game to start leveling up another weapon, though. But we do have an escape pod to send us back to Earth, and it has this cool noise, like it's the TARDIS. Well, in fact, if I had a FAQ open, I could make good use of this, and I could actually land and get a full supply of the spell where we call Hornets to attack, where we become the Pain from Metal Gear Solid 3. Because it's really, I don't think, despite, I had, some fun grinding off screen in this game while watching Mystery Science Theater or whatever, but really, I don't think there's any point grinding anything new. There's talk that an energy gizmo may be beneath us on the checkboard. Of course, I'm not one to spread rumor. He sells ethanol. It's not what we need. Not to mention we got the wrong currency. So to do Sting, we need water and vinegar, and I do not remember where to get vinegar. I know that we have... Oh, water is what's limiting us here, not vinegar. I just gotta go buy water somewhere. That shouldn't be that hard to do, actually. I think 70-something castings of that spell should finish the game. No, we are not going to Omnitopia. We're going to go someplace and buy water. Water. Thirsty. Sick man. Well, we should be able to get water in prehistoric land. It's just a question of... well, where is prehistoric land? Because I've forgotten. And, yeah, I have a feeling this game was not completed. there's all these cool locations like this that we never get to go to. And this one too. It's also possible they decided, hey, let's make the first RPG ever where, like, you don't have to visit every single location in the physical world in order to win the game. That always used to throw me way the fuck off when I would play, like, Ultima 6 or Ultima 7 on the SNES. In later years, I was informed by, you know, purists that the SNES ports of those games were terrible, but even before you get there, it was just like, wow, this dungeon is full of enemies, and I get to the end and there's nothing. Why? And a friend of mine would tell me, oh, I think that was important in, like, Ultima 4. So the physical location still exists, and there's still monsters there, but there's no longer a reason to go there, so don't. Spot's collar is way better than Fender collar, apparently. Meanwhile, I am trying to change... How do I change Wappets again? Oh, I do that here. No, I do not want the Bone Crusher. So I got the Laser Lance and a Neutron Blade. I don't have the game's final axe yet. Do not remember when you get that, but oh, seriously? I'm gonna have to switch to... I guess I'll switch to the Laser Lance and hope that it will cut through. Bazooka probably won't. But even if my pitiful 1% shots are not capable of killing these enemies, I'm so much more powerful than I was. Strongheart went to Bugmuck, who cares? No longer interested, sorry friend. Hey, Fire Eyes, I visited Professor Ruffleberg. Okay, I shouldn't care. So we'll have to find an alchemist and somebody who will change our money. Yeah, I have tons of money, but I don't... Who do I talk to switch currencies in this zone? It's as ridiculous as it sounds. I believe there is someone who will switch our currencies, even though this is prehistoric land. It's not you. Because I know that if I go to... I kind of remember who it is in the, like, classical period, but he'll switch it to, he'll switch it to their money. Come on, I'm an airport. There must be some place that'll charge me way too much money for currency exchange. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Well, as you can see, I've got enough talons. I should be okay. Now, was this house? Were you the one? No, you were not the one. You were not the one at all. Yeah, you know what? I'll actually rest for 10 talons. Why not? Although 10 talons is like 20 credits, that's crazy. Oh, perfect. I can actually end up with 99. That's pretty much ideal. Don't think I need any of these other things, but what the hell, I'm here. And you know what, let's let this video go slightly long and actually go to buy more vinegar, because I think I can remember where to do that. Ah, I took 0 damage. Ha ha ha. I almost was made to feel like I was going to regret my sloppiness, having wasted 10 talons and not have kept perfect health, but no. We're not going to Omnitopia. We're heading for... yeah, Big Fancy City should have the guy who exchanges for vinegar now. Fancy City, USA, except that this is like ancient Rome or something. Okay, now do I really remember where he is, though? Or do I just sort of remember where he is? The news spread that you defeated Tiny. Too bad things had to end that way. Yes, it's very sad. Tiny seemed very troubled and in need of therapy. Okay. Alright, so... oh, but I think you're the guy. No, you're not the guy. You just look like the guy. There was a guy who looked like that. Hi there. I'm tracking a turd. Yeah, they have quite a few NPCs in this game will give you more than one speech, and some of the dialogue can be kind of amusing, but they also have an unusually low number of character models considering how much quasi-unique dialogue people get. He needs a lesson in public. There's a guy, see, there's one of the guys who's like the old white-haired dude. Now I protect this big hole. There was a guy, this guy, I'm just going to find another one so you know what I'm talking about. Because I'm almost positive you can still buy vinegar. Well, nothing else, I can buy another Atlas medallion. Ah, I don't have any freaking jewels, though. Because I forgot to go to the place to exchange them. Anyway, there's a dude like this who can sell you vinegar, but... you know, at this point, it's time to call it a video, and I don't even know if it's worth it, because vinegar was not the limiting factor. We now have 49 castings of Sting, which is based on the fact that it takes 2 water. So... when you get right down to it, the only way we'd ever run out of vinegar and have that stop us from being able to cast Sting is if we were also casting a lot of Acid Rain, which we won't be, or a lot of Speed, which we probably won't be, or a lot of Heal, which we might be. But I doubt that will be a big deal. So I'm actually probably going to forget about vinegar unless, like, at some point of pride I decide I really need to go find vinegar. Either way, I'm calling it a video. Thanks for watching. When we come back, our dog will continue to sniff this guy's crotch, except that probably I will move on to a different screen. Coming up next time, I'm thinking probably the last video of the series. This is a weird way for us to end. He's not really sniffing his crotch. He's kind of sniffing his feet. As weird a way as this is to end the second to last video of the series, I'm pretty sure next time we should win. Maybe not, but we're awfully close. 2 video stops. See you next.